Hello, 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 hello out there. Gotta clean my lens, y'all. This is my first broadcast. There we go. With Nights with Temptation. I'm excited, guys. Look at my little setup. I got a nice little setup here. Anyway, Nights with Temptation is about talking about all types of sorts of things. I love taking subjects from others and being able to work off of that. So if you have any suggestions or anything that has to do with a subject that you really want to touch base on, then let me know. So tonight I'm going to talk about this thing that we call love. It's a very touchy subject as far as I'm concerned. The word love, or I say sometimes I assume you, because she is like the definition of every epitome of anything, embodiment of love. So that's what it is. Anyway, love. What exactly is it? What is it about love that makes you do things that are out of the ordinary? What is it about love that makes you stay? What is it about love that hurts to the point where you just do not know what to do? Everybody has an opinion on this thing that we call love. Is it truly love? Or is it lust? Or how about the just the feeling of wanting to be wanted? I know a lot of people out there do not know what it is to love. I feel like in order to be able to love, you must love self first. In order to be able to give love, to be able to receive it back, and you will attract that energy that will in return give you the love, the comfort, the support, the sacrifice, the time, the energy that you need. You know, it's a very important subject. And recently I've been through some things that, brought that back to light on how you can take this thing called love and run with it. And that person not even give a care about, you know what I'm saying, the love aspects of things. Kind of crazy, you think? I mean, you put your time and energy into someone. You try to accommodate that person and try to, try to make that relationship as fun and comfortable as possible and compromise so much by giving so much of yourself, giving so much of your heart, your body, your spirit, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of a touchy subject. So this, what I'm talking about tonight, is kind of like therapy for me to be able to get out some things, and of course for others to be able to get out some things too as well. Um, it's amazing how people will take your love for granted, or how they will stump all over you because they know that you love them, um, feel for them, um, whatever the case may be. Some people like that, and squeeze so much up out of you to the point to where, you know, you don't know what else to do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, rather disappointing. Uh, concern. You know, we don't get a chance to really talk about this thing called love all the time, where you have to be so direct. And I would really like to know what people's thoughts is on that, on how you may feel about that. People taking and squeezing every inch, have nothing left to give. I mean, is that fair to you? Is that appropriate at all to have to, you know, for the next person that might come along that is trying and trying to get that chance with you, who is trying to love you and give their all to you? I mean, is it fair at all that that happens, that people would do that? You know, I know that I have a few friends, well, a few associates that back in the day that used to have all these different love problems, and I was a woman that was married, so it was like I couldn't quite understand what their issue was at that time. Maybe because I shared my love just to that one person and wholeheartedly gave everything within me to the point to where it ate me up. Oh, baby, when I say that that stuff ate me up, it ate me up good. I got my drink, y'all. OJW whiskey. It's good for nights like that. It's this, especially when it's cold out. And you got your candles going, and you got your mind listen, and your feelings involved. It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking to myself, you know, how do people take and tramp over the necks that truly has put in that time and that effort to make things go? I talked to a whole lot of my sisters, my TLA sisters. Shout out to you guys. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Miss Kathy Smith, you are the best. If y'all do not know TLA, I think you need to look Miss Tina Bridges up. I mean, we have a host of sisters. We have a sisterhood that is ridiculous. And then my mama Kathy, Miss K Smiles. I mean, she's wonderful. So just being in talks with other women, you know what I'm saying, sometimes gets you back on track when you are going through a whole lot. So my question is to you guys is, what exactly is love to you? What does it consist of? How does it, you know, make you feel when you think somebody's taking your love for granted? When you, or how does it make you feel when you don't think that the other person is giving out what you're putting out? I had a conversation tonight with my sister about the 80-20 rule. Well, in some situations, it's like you're giving out 80 and that person's just giving out 5%. So what happened to the other 15%, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like it's a dead space there, you know what I'm saying? So within that 15-minute time span, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Where did it go? What was going wrong within that time period? You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a minute, guys. I got people trying to call me. Good, they hung up. And where that 15%, what went wrong within that 15%, that there's a dead lock there, a dead space. I learned recently that one of my problems is communication. I guess that's kind of hard for me to do, considering that with the past relationship that I had, I didn't have to communicate. So that's a big factor when it comes to relationships, communication, and listening. And this last one that I was in, and it wasn't a relationship at all, as far as a couple situation, just testing the waters a little bit to see if I was ready to get back out there um, and give my love and love somebody. You know what I'm saying? Give all I can give within reason. Let's get that right. But it was really interesting to find out that I was literally not listening to the other person. Um, Listening to the other person. You know what I'm saying? It was just really, really weird for me to find that out. It sort of kind of made me upset because I'm like, what are you talking about? I listen. I communicate very well. I'm very direct. I know what it is I want. And I don't feel like you're understanding me. And so it was very confusing, a very confusing yet complex situation where the relationship didn't go forth. And we never got into a relationship because of it. Because he felt one way and then I felt another. And when I sit back and thought about it, I said, oh, wow, you know what? So very true. So I have to take some time out to, say, hey, Kayvon, Miss Temptation, you need to start listening to the person that you are trying to be involved with. And so I was happy to learn that tool. However, there are other things that come with that outside of just listening. And I'm not talking about it from a sexual standpoint either. Sex, I mean, it comes, it goes, and, I don't think that sex is, I understand people feel like the parties. It's like the most energy you can give in life to anybody, honestly. That's how I feel. But if I'm going to give you that energy, that time, I mean, that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to leave the sexual aspect out of it. What else can you do in order to what else can you do to make things run smoothly when you're going into these relationships? What is it can you do to, what can you bring to the table? When somebody doesn't know something or how to do something, I always thought that teaching that person, showing them how to love you was like the best recipe ever because you're learning off of each other at that point. These days, it's like, I need you to know it and I need you to know it now. However, if you are over the age of 40, boo, let's just get this straight. If you are over the age of 40 and you're hitting your 50s and your 60s and you're still out here and don't know what you want, who you want, how you want it, that is a problem. Okay. I just had to tell somebody that once you know better, you do better. But once you get to a certain age, you should already know better. Or how about you better know? Because playing games with people's heads and hearts is not a very good thing to do. You understand me? You want one thing and then you're confused. So then you want another. And then 5 minutes later is something else. And then 2 days down the line, you want your options. I mean, stuff like that doesn't fly. That stuff right there is playing with someone's heart. You understand what I'm saying? And I know that I'm probably going to get a text if this person sees this. They know who they are and they're going to say, oh, you're throwing shots at me. I'm not throwing shots at anyone. What I'm stating is facts. If you are in the age bracket of 40 and up and you do not still have a clue on who you are, what you want, then there is no way possible that you should even be in any type of relationship until you find out who you are. There's no way to give love or to teach somebody how to love you if you don't even know how yourself. I mean, I think that's a wonderful subject to touch base on. People need to figure out what it is, who they are, and what it is they want when it comes to selecting a partner, instead of running to this person and bouncing to that person. And then next thing you know, oh, rabbit, then jumped again. And then here comes the frog and it's leaping back over to something else. Excuse me, guys. Don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. And it's very unfortunate. So that is the reason why I'm asking people, what do you think exactly love is? Do you feel like love is overrated these days with this time and this generation and what we're in right now? Do you feel like it is still the most sentimental thing on the earth to have? And if you love that person, you'll just put up with the bullshit? Or is it not even love anymore? It's just hit it and quit it. Get what you can get out of that person at the time. If you trample over them, oh well. I mean, so what do you think it is? You know what I'm saying? So that is my segment for today. And it wasn't very long, of course. I will have a longer segments coming up. My next segment will be on when your partners are leave you behind to take over the role of the household because of going to prison. That subject is a touchy subject as well for some women and men. It's not just women. Some men are left to struggle and take care of their kids from some selfish act or for whatever reason it may be, and their partners have gone off and have to do some type of time. So my next segment is it we can do about when we are left out here to fend for ourselves when kids, whatever the case may be, when that partner goes to prison. And I call these healing therapies. And if you have any suggestions, please drop it in a comment and I will make sure that I talk about it, that we talk about it, and maybe we can start healing together and or healing someone else. I'm sure someone out there has a whole lot to say about some of the subjects that I am going to be bringing up. And I cannot wait to do air dirty laundry. I got some factual stuff and I have some stuff that I want to say to some people and really don't care honestly who feelings it may hurt or who may feel that it's directed towards them. I guess if you feel some type of way, I guess it is about you. Hello. Okay, I know I'm telling the truth. So, hello. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please please subscribe to this. It's more than just me on this channel. It is also Miss Model November Hill. I think she kind of left me though, guys. I think she went off to go do her own little channel. That's all right. But that is my daughter, and she's doing amazing things. So make sure you tune in on the YouTube and go subscribe to her channel, Miss November Hill, Model November Hill, if you will, and support her. Once again, thank you guys. Love you. Until next time.